Hello and welcome to Golden Lion Tarot. Today we will be doing a 3-pile pick a card tarot reading, all on the topic of what are you not seeing? So many times we go about our day while our spirit guides endlessly try to help us to see something in a different view or another way of seeing, and we just don't always pick up on this so well. So I was hoping that with this reading, I could help shed some light on maybe seeing something in a different way, or possibly shedding some light on how your spirit guides are seeing this situation, and maybe give you just another opportunity to look at your day and this moment in a higher sort of view, or with more love in your heart. All right, so in this reading, I will be using different decks. I've got the Osho Zen Tarot, the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards, the Tarot Apocalypsis deck, the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards, as well as the Sun and Moon Oracle, or the Sun and Moon Tarot deck. All right, if you'd like to pause the video, now would be a great time. As I've told you before, I like to go ahead and meditate on each card by connecting my sacral chakra, my heart chakra, as well as my third eye to each individual crystal or deck. And then I go in and feel the connection there. And if my heart feels open to a certain pile, then that's how I know which one is right for me. So if you want to take a moment to do that, now would be a great time. Pile number 1 is sporting the yellow adventuring, connected to the solar plexus chakra, which all has to do with manifestation, your ability to feel worthy, and your security. Pile number 2, we've got this lapis lazuli sphere, connected to the third eye chakra, about intuition, your perception, and your understanding. Then we've got pile number 3 with the black tourmaline, all about grounding your energy into your day and into the earth that we all live on, as well as protection and keeping yourself calm. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and remove pile number 3 and pile number 2. And we will go ahead and get right into pile number 1. All right, pile number 1, you chose the yellow adventuring. And we'll leave it right up here for you. All right, so the first 2 cards I think would be the overall energy, and we pulled the Death card. So I see that there are huge changes going on in your life. And then we also have the 3 of Cups, celebrating or friend groups. So there could be changes pertaining to your friends or the people that you normally associate with. All right, then we've got the Hawk. This is from the Avalon Oracle. The Hawk represents omens and messages. And you've got number 11. So that is the awakening numbers. Then you also pulled the Horse. So you may have like a horse or a hawk guide, guiding you right now, trying to lead you, accepting help from one another, and delegating authority. So it may be in your best efforts to get some help with some things. I feel like you possibly have been overloaded, and these cards are telling you that it's okay to get help from things that you do on a daily basis. Maybe you just feel overwhelmed and there's somebody that you could delegate some of these responsibilities to. And we've got isolation. And we've got the miser, number 4. And we've got the dreamer. So your spirit guides are wanting you to look at your dreams. I feel that you're getting messages in your dreams right now, and there's something in your dreams or in your meditation space, in the time that you take alone, that your spirit guides are really wanting you to connect with. They're trying to talk to you through these places, through your alone time. Then we've got perception. So I feel like you may be perceiving something that your guides are perceiving totally different than you. We've got number 16, Thunderbolt, which is also the Tower card in a regular deck. So I feel like you could be perceiving a lot of thunder and lightning and things falling apart in your life. We've got death here, and we've got the Tower card here. So that's a lot of changes, a lot. So it may feel like your world is falling apart before your eyes, and that can be really unsettling. It could be that the way that you normally felt secure in your life has changed a great deal. I feel like with the isolation card, your spirit guides really want you to understand that being alone right now and really like holding on to your alone time is super important. And this is where you're going to get your answers if you just connect to your higher self and take the time to lay down and take breaks. That what's going to come through are the reasons for the distress that you've had in your life. You're going to find your answers in your dreams. You're going to have a dream that's prophetic and that's going to explain to you why things have been so panicked and why so much has fallen apart. I feel like this is what your spirit guides want you to hold on to, is your time alone and your time that you take away from your work, from your family, from your daily routines. It's really important right now, especially because it feels like these things may be changing in a big, big way that might feel discomforting. I feel like you may be perceiving that things are falling apart in your life, and all you want to do is run away from it, but you really can't. So you really need to sit with each thing that falls apart from your life. Maybe it's a friend falling away, or someone from your job, or your job entirely, and you really need to sit and feel into each emotion that you're having, because these things are falling away from you for you to understand and really figure out the meaning behind all of this that's happening. I feel like your guides are all around you, trying to show you that this is the highest path, or else it would not be happening. That you're awake enough to know that you can trust what's going on in your life. So whatever's happening in your life right now is always the highest timeline for you, and you just need to relax and know that it might feel tumultuous right now, but your guides are surrounding you, and you really have you have a lot to be thankful for. It might look like you don't to others, someone else looking in, but if you really like go into your heart, you can feel the peace and calm all around you. There's something that's taking more time than you anticipated. Maybe it's because you need to get another perspective on this. And it's really okay for you to delegate while things might feel hectic to someone else that could pick up the job. Maybe they won't do it as good as you, but right now you just need the extra time to be with yourself. So just because somebody can't do it as well as you doesn't mean you shouldn't delegate that job. Because I think you're really going to find your answers when you, maybe it's time to start a different meditation regimen. Maybe it's time to take like a half hour to an hour at the end of your day or at the beginning of your day so that you can start receiving more messages. Because the messages and your awakening is all being it's all being guided, and your answers are all coming from the moments that you go within and relax yourself and connect yourself to your higher self. You won't be feeling like, you may be feeling like the death of things falling away from you and the people falling away from you. Could be they're people that just aren't good for you. Maybe they're people that don't have your best interests at heart. There's a ding for confirmation. So it's time for you to just like feel into each thing that may be falling out of your life right now so that you can really understand what's happening. The sooner that you relax into this and understand what's happening, the easier it will become. And I feel like your whole world is changing, and it feels like to you that your whole world is changing. It's really going to take some courage for you to stand up for yourself right now. And let's just pull a couple more cards from the Sun and Moon Tarot deck. Yeah, so you're really going to find your heart and your dreams and all that you are by feeling into everything, and you've got a brand new start on your feelings right now. It's like you're going to find who you really are and what's really in your heart by embracing the new changes and allowing yourself to just like become this beautiful new being. It's like you're doing a complete 360 from what you were, but the sun is shining on your back, and don't be afraid to leap in. As long as you have felt your way through this and you see where your heart sits, then joyfully go toward your heart. Even if it takes so much longer than you envisioned it taking, as long as you can feel your way through it, then that's the right way. Spirit is showing you the higher way right now through your dreams and through quiet times and through your meditations. So you can always, like, you're really in touch with your higher self. So you can always find your confirmation by meditating and by taking the time to sleep and dream. All right, and I just wanted to look up this hawk guide message because this is all about omens and messages from your hawk guide. Oh. All right, so number 11. Okay. When a hawk appears, expect a message to be delivered to you, to aid you on your quest. Perhaps a telephone call, which we just got there, from a friend will help you solve a mystery, or a chance meeting with someone may solve a riddle. You may literally see writing on a wall or overhear a conversation between strangers that reveals your own answer unexpectedly. Yes, if we open up our eyes and ears, Spirit is always answering our questions. It could be through like the littlest thing, it could be through something that happens on TV, or you're walking by someone in Walmart and they just happen to talk about the car that you just saw as you came into the store. Those are the synchronicities that help us to know that we are on the right track. And when synchronicities are happening in your life, you know that you can smile because you're doing really great. All right, you will know it when it happens. Be open to messages from others and be aware of omens and signs in nature. And my phone's going crazy. It doesn't usually do that so much during my readings. I normally do my readings when I'm not busy on the phone, but Spirit's going off on my phone right now. So be open to messages from others. The world is constantly attempting to communicate with us, but we human beings haven't forgotten how to listen. So remember who you are, an intrinsic part of the great mystery of life. Listen and learn. This is the gift of the hawk as he soars into your life from Avalon skies. So that's really awesome. The Hawk Guide wants to let you know that magic is real and magic is all around you, and all you have to do is relax and trust. Ask your spirit to show you signs that you are on the right track, and your spirit guides and the universe will gladly deliver those to you. All right, pile number one, thank you for being a part of this reading. It was a joy to read for you, and take care. Hello and welcome, pile number two. You chose the blue lapis lazuli, all connected to your third eye chakra, connected to intuition, perception, and understanding the self and others, so emotions and feelings. All right. So today our reading is focusing on what you are not seeing properly. So sometimes we go through the day not seeing exactly what maybe our spirit guides see or our higher selves might be noticing and giving us nudges to understand and to maybe see things in a different, more higher frame of light. And maybe you can see things in a more positive way of light if we're able to connect with our higher self's understanding of this situation. All right, so I pre-shuffled some of the cards, and the first two cards were from the Tarot Apocalypsis, and I used those for your overall energy of this reading. And you've got the Tower. So the Tower resembles symbology in things breaking down in our lives, things falling apart. Always these things that fall apart are always for our highest and best life, but a lot of times we can connect to the energy of scarcity, or the energy of something breaking down, and this can feel like a negative energy, whilst our higher self is hoping that you can synchronize yourself into the higher vibration of what is happening in your life. Then we've also got the Hierophant. So this is a really gorgeous Hierophant card. This card is depicting routines and the ways of the world, and it could be any sort of routine. It could be work, religion, a higher organizational power. It could be government or any sort of organization that implements routines and daily daily chronologies of the of our life from day to day. And this card really gorgeously represents like a Buddhist or a Hinduism or Sanskrit, depicting the the lotus flower, and meditation and the higher self. So it's a really beautiful card, but normally the Hierophant symbolizes, I read it as it symbolizing our work, or not always a positive set of routines. I usually read the Hierophant as the government, or people that work in the government, or people that try to hold up the governmental ways of our 3D way of life. So your overall energy is focusing on those energies. Oh, and you've also got this. So you've got the Ace of Wands. So things may be breaking down in your life without any control to you, but you might feel out of place. But your higher self and spirit guides want you to know that the ball is in your court, and you're actually the one waving your wand and making all of this happen. So must be you have a higher calling. You've had a higher finding in order for these things to crumble. Something that is not good for you anymore is falling apart. And this is from you. This is because of you. This is because you have a higher calling, and this is what you desire. So that's really cool. You can't beat something falling apart for your highest good. All right, we also have the Bee. Luck, industriousness, and sweet victory. You can't beat having a sweet victory. And this shows me that you have been super busy, and you have done the the routines that were set out before you, probably by your parents and their parents and the way of the world, on what you should be doing with your life. You dug your heels in, and you scraped yourself off of your comfort zone, and did the whole dance that your former bosses and masters wanted you to do. You did the dance, you did the jig. You were industrious. You have been industrious, and you do have luck on your side. We also have the Water Fairy. Beautiful. So you're in touch with your feelings and emotions. So you've been working busy as a bee, but now you are in touch with your emotions. All right. And your spirit guides would like you to know that they see the confusion that swarms around you. They see you diligently going and trying to tap into your higher self, your higher calling, and that confusion is being sown around you. Your higher self sees that this is all due to the politics of where you have been putting your time and energy into, that's why there's confusion. And they see you seeking an adventure. Aww. They see your inner calling is so strong that it's like shining this marvelous, beautiful, iridescent path for you. It's like you're getting back to your roots. They see you feel as though that you're surrounded in guilt for feeling this higher calling, that you're supposed to be chained to this 3D reality, taking care of everybody and everything. And you feel that you have created quite an abundant life for yourself working busy like a bee. But you have this higher calling. You have something that is pulling at you. It's like you're stuck right in between two sides. Like you're stuck in between night and day. You're stuck in between feeling this higher calling, feeling yourself being guided, feeling it could be like your inner child calling to you, something that you were always meant to be, always meant to become, the child that you were always meant to be. I'm feeling, and I feel that there's a lot of confusion wrapped around your inner calling, and that there could be like forms and hierarchies and things that you've been pivoting around your whole life, and it just isn't holding up anymore. It's not giving you the satisfaction or fulfillment that you were told it was going to give you, or that you thought that it was going to give you. And you're feeling that maybe you did gain financial security in these ways, but it's not worth it anymore. There's too many people deceiving you, wearing false masks in this area. There's too much confusion. You can't feel you cannot feel your inner self when you're around these people. They take you out of your emotional balance. I feel like that you feel at home, and this wild side is calling to you, and when you sit and you're alone, you can feel it. But all the work that you've put in is it's not so easy to give up on. I feel that you've been a workaholic at times, just really punching in the time clock and not punching out till super late, probably working past your coworkers. I feel that this has been a burden to you, but also you can feel that, and it's going to take courage for you to unweave yourself out of this web that you've gotten yourself weaved into, but that you know that you're calling the shots. You know that you can walk into a better place, and you feel that pulling at you. You could be noticing that a job or a routine is not giving you satisfaction anymore. You could feel guilty for not wanting to be what others around you were expecting you to be and become. You could be not expressing interest in something that once did give you interest, and the harmony's not there anymore. So, and you're just seeing like some really ugly people, and it's making you just bitter and feel frustrated. All right, I would like to look up the Water Fairy card. All right, let me set that there for one moment. And this is the Avalon, the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle. The Water Fairy. When the Water Fairy swims up to you with her liquid magic, she reminds you that emotions and feelings may be running the show. She asks you to consider how you really feel about things and why. She also reminds you that you are not your feelings. You are the one experiencing them. So if something has you out of whack with your feelings, you need to like, I think this card is trying to show you that if something's throwing your feelings out of whack, then you need to understand why you're having those feelings. You are not your feelings. You are the one experiencing those feelings. So why are you feeling like this? Get to the core of it. Okay, let's continue on. Remember that as water flows, emotions change. The water fairy also tells you that it's time to lose your rigidity. Be fluid and willing at times to compromise and allow change to happen. If you're happy right now, enjoy, for the water fairy swirls her love around you. If things are making you sad, she comes to wash away your tears. The water fairy knows the power of emotions, so when she appears, be mindful of them and how they affect you. Remember, feelings are the fuel for manifesting. Be certain that you want to create what you're feeling. Allow your feelings to pass through and focus on the positive. The water fairy longs to smile at you in reflection. So it's a really great reminder for us to know that we create through our feelings. So if we are stuck in a situation where people are wearing false masks and feeling yucky and just sowing confusion around us, then that's what we're going to be creating into our life, because we're going to be having uncomfortable and yucky feelings, and then we're going to create more yucky and uncomfortable feelings into our life. Let's just pull a couple more decks for this energy. A couple more cards. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, wealth. So I feel like it's hard for you to walk away because there is money being made in this situation. And then I've got the Nine of Cups, the Wish card, and the Six of Swords. So I feel like the Nine of Cups shows me that you can get all of your dreams to come true if you just get in touch with your emotions. And if you get in touch with your emotions, you can see all that you're creating. And it's like this with Abraham Hicks. She explains how every moment we are tying ourselves to a certain reality. If we're in a good mood, then we're going to be bringing good, happy, high vibrating moments to ourselves. If we're not in the best feeling, if we're sowing chaos, if we're around chaos, if we are around beings that sow chaos, if we put ourselves into those situations, then that's what's going to come back to us. So we really need to examine our emotions and really see if we're feeling heartfelt and free and charismatic, so that we know if we're what we're bringing back to ourselves. And the only way to know what we're manifesting is by how we feel. Are we sitting in our abundance? If we're around negative people, then we are not feeling abundant. We are feeling depleted. We are feeling run down. We are feeling not energized. But if we're around positive people, or if we need to totally cut people out of our life, then we're going to start sowing seeds of comfort, of security, of comfort and knowing and happiness. And I think it's time to just like release the guilt that you need something that other people just don't understand. So I'm sorry if people expect so much from you and you're just caught up into this never-ending cycle where you have to give to people that are not appreciating you, because that's really tough. And it's time for you to start sowing seeds of comfort and sowing seeds of stability and restricting the people that hurt you. Let's see if any more cards want to come out. So we've got the King of Swords. So it's like your guides are guiding you to a higher understanding of what's at hand. I see a lot of winged creatures here, so maybe you love birds, bats, or owls. And It's like you're going to get a higher understanding of why you had to surround yourself in the chaos and how you're going to be able to guide yourself out of it. I feel that taking deep breaths and sinking yourself into a calm feeling is going to help you to see and understand things better. And one more card, we've got the Magician. So it's like, I've seen this twice now. You've got the ability to create exactly this new environment for yourself. So you really need to take a moment to breathe in and breathe out and see how you are feeling, because every moment, what you are feeling is creating your next moment. All right, so thank you, pile number 2, for joining me here at Golden Lion Tarot. If you could please leave me a like, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. I would greatly appreciate your feedback and your comments. Bye. Hello and welcome, pile number 3. You chose the Black Tourmaline. Black Tourmaline helps us to ground our energy and to protect ourselves from negative energies that bombard the 3D world. Black Tourmaline also helps us to calm ourselves in a chaotic life that we can sometimes create. All right, so the first couple cards is your overall energy, and I am using the Tarot Apocalypse, and you've got the 3 of Wands. So this is all about creating and the beginnings of starting to feel the energies coming back in. You could have launched a project and starting to feel the effects of the energies that you have donned and set out into the world. And we've got the 2 of Wands. So this is about coming to a fork in the road and not knowing exactly which way to go. So with the 3 of Wands to the 2 of Wands, I feel that you could be on an adventure and you could have started something and it could have stalled, or it could have taken you back. You could have gotten back drafted or held back or brought to a little bit of a standstill or a turn in the corner, maybe have to redo something. And it's time to look at where you've come from, look at where you want to go, and what it is that you would like to create. So this reading is all about what you are not seeing and maybe some helpful hints from your guides. And then we've got wealth. All right, so your energy has to do with money and wealth. Then we've got vanity. So somebody in your energetic field thinks a lot about themselves, or is trying to make their appearance well-to-do, make themselves out to be a bit more wonderful than they actually are, or you seem to think that they are more wonderful than they actually are. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. It's time to slow down. You're not seeing something clearly. It's always best to take smaller, longer steps if you're not seeing something clearly. Then we've got dissipating. So you feel that you are fading away, possibly. Understanding. The Queen of Cups. Ooh, and the Fool. So brand new energies. So you are feeling possibly like you have been caged and you are just like falling away. That there's something of you that just you could feel like you're just cannot creatively be yourself. Let's get more cards on that. So we've got the Five of Pentacles. You could be feeling left out of something and you're waiting for justice to take place, or you're waiting for the universe to right some wrong that's been done to you. This could be through a love relationship. You feel like you've been left out of the cold and you're hoping that karma will come through and right some wrong that has been laying heavy upon your heart. It could be that you were in a relationship that got going and started, then stopped, and then got hot and heavy, and then got cold. And this person could have thought a lot of themselves, or you thought that they were something greater than they were, but your spirit guides really want you to slow down and start feeling where you are and how this person's making you feel, because it's your spirit guides would like you to start a new flame, a new beginning, a new fire within your heart. It could be this person is just like pulling all of your reserves, and you just feel like there isn't anything left of yourself. There isn't. They're pulling your creative spark and they took your passion. This could be in a love relationship or this could be work related. Let's see if we can get some cards on this person that has so much vanity. Okay, so I feel like this person with the vanity was definitely somebody that you fell for or that you were starting to have romantic feelings for. This person could have been a quiet person or didn't show you all of their cards. They could have made you think that they were something that they were not. They could have led you on. They could have made you they could have made you feel that you were like on top of the world when you were around them, and then all of a sudden they changed and showed who they truly were, and that you realized that they were just really full of themselves. I think that it's time. Your spirit guides want you to start feeling grounded from this person because this person took a lot of your energy. This person could have also promised you like stability in the money or financial resources. They could have done something to you and then they totally left you in the dark, and you're just waiting on karma to right this wrong that's been done to you. And no need to worry, because the universe always takes care of things that need to be evened out. If somebody did you wrong, you can 100% count on the fact that you don't need to do anything and that the universe will take care of it for you. All you need to do is take care of yourself and love yourself and find a new door for you to put your energy into. It's time to look in the mirror and see what it is that you want to become, not who this person um what this person took from you, because you are not what this person took from you. You are very wealthy, and you have the ability to be strong and stable, and to really grow some great roots and become a strong, beautiful, abundant individual. You don't need to be messed with. It's time for you to you're you're not seeing that it's time for you to start a new beginning. It's time for you to pull yourself out of this energy, because this is not who you are. This is just chaos that was given to you, and this person enjoyed you being in a state of chaos, and this person did not want what was best for you. This person was shady. This person hurt you, and this person is not going to be in your future, because you're going to grow past this. You're not seeing that you're going to be growing past this soon. The sooner that you slow down and just relax and feel everything that's happening, and be okay with the fact that they slowly squeeze the life from you. It's okay that this happened. You didn't It's okay that this happened. Sometimes people come into our life just to squeeze our soul dry, suck our soul dry. And they do this so that we can rise above them. They do this so that we can finally embrace like the all-empowering person that we are meant to be. You will find the people, find your soulmates, find the ones that are supposed to love you, protect you, and help you to heal like you have always done for the people around you. You don't need to have a start, stop, chaotic routine in your life. You deserve to have a slow, steady, gradual becoming everything and more, and just like the pot at the end of the rainbow. You deserve that. To always be stretching toward more, to always be holding your hand out for your cup, to always be filling up, for spirit always to be pouring more into your cup. You deserve that. And the only reason that you felt caged and like somebody was squeezing the life out of you was so that you can come into this knowing that you are above such things, that you don't need to worry about anybody that treated you like this, because spirit has your back always. And all you have to do is ask spirit to handle this situation, and don't put any negative energy into it. Don't wish bad upon this person. Don't wish anything upon this person. Just want better for yourself, and that person will naturally get their karma. Let's just look up this wealth card, number 34. So that number might be important to you, or the number 7. Let's see, wealth. All right. This is the marker of abundance and success and the achievement of a goal. It can refer to real riches and tangible results, such as money or possessions. But it can also portend a time of emotional satisfaction. It's always a reminder that all things can be attained. Know that wealth includes sharing. For this card is also a reminder to give something away in order to help another, be it money, time, or anything of value. Sharing will always ensure the flow of wealth. This marker is a very fortunate omen. So this card is showing you that all that you have given this far is sure to come back to you. And just because it feels like somebody somebody has squeezed the life from you, all that you did give did go into the spirit world, and you're sure to get the bounty back. Because yes, we might feel beat up after somebody with a lot of vanity comes into our life and just expects us to give. We might feel depleted and malnourished and worthless. Sometimes you can feel just worthless because you don't understand why somebody doesn't give back to you the way that you so lovingly, naturally give. And that can make you feel like a fool and like you are not worth anything. But Spirit is telling you in this card that you are very abundant. In fact, wealth is all around you, and don't be afraid to give and to always give like you gave to this person. Continue to give like that, but watch who you're giving to this time. Like, Spirit doesn't want you wasting your energy. Spirit doesn't want you feeling like you're continuously falling off of a cliff. Spirit wants you to feel like you're continuously raising yourself up, continually getting your cup filled, and continually giving and receiving. So it's time to nourish yourself. It's time to know that the universe will take care of whoever has wronged you. And it's time for you to slowly, steadily, abundantly know who you are, and that this won't happen to you again, as long as you now take the value from what already has happened to you. You will never let this happen to you again. It looks like you have learned your lessons from these types of relationships, and you've probably had many more than one. By the looks of it, this probably has happened a few times in your life, but I feel like this is the ending point because you've got justice here, and that shows me that justice is being had. So just take the time to heal and to protect who you are, because you're a very worthy, very wealthy, very special person, and you deserve to be loved equally. You deserve to receive all that you give out, and you know this, and the universe knows this. So let's allow the universe to give back to you in the way that you give. All right. It has been a pleasure reading for you pile number 3. If you could please leave me a like, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate this. All right. Thank you, and take care.